Alrighty then, we are live and alive at the 915. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to our Monday night online open mic here in El Paso, Texas. My name is Richie David Marrufo. I'll be your host and MC tonight, and we are based out of El Paso, Barbed Open Mic Series, BWOMS, and stick around. I got plenty of announcements. All right. But first of all, we've been able to do this online show every single Monday since April of 2020. And every single Monday, we keep adding to that list. It's pretty phenomenal. In that time, we've met a lot of really, really cool people from not just in this region, but all over the country and all over the world. We've also been able to see people do some really cool things, get published. Uh, Travel, like create new content, do workshops. Like there's a whole great online community that is just if you're tuning in here for the first time, just tip of the iceberg. There's so much more, a whole world out there that you can check out if you are a performer, a writer of any sort, a poet, and you want to share your work online. One thing I've seen is it transfers into the real world where now we have connections all over the world, that if we travel, we can hit people up. Because if you're ever in El Paso, you should definitely hit us up for a show. If you want to do a reading, a book release, whatever, any kind of special thing, record your stuff, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so let's go ahead and a couple of things. This is like any other open mic. If you want to perform, all you have to do is sign up. There is a link to sign up in the description of this video. As of right now, we still have some room. So if you're tuning in and want to check that out, you are more than welcome to. If you just want to just see what's going on, if you want to be a spectator and part of our audience, then please do so as well. In fact, if you are watching the show, if you do plan on sticking around a bit, just say hello in the chat. I see we already have Karen here in the house. Welcome, Karen. I see that you are an EPCC student, so stick around. I will be letting you guys know how you guys can get the Tejano passport code. But it wouldn't be fun if I just gave it to you right away, right? Stick around a little bit. We get a couple performers, and throughout the show, I'll drop clues, I'll drop hints. Now I'll tell you right now. But the other thing is, if you guys are in the Paso region, this is a very, very busy week for us. Obviously, we are here online every Monday. If you don't want to perform this week, but look into the next week, hopefully we'll be here as many Mondays as we can, as possible. So far, we're doing great on unbroken streak, and that's thanks to a lot of other cool people who've filled in from time to time to help me out with that. Like Kit, who we'll be reading today. But that brings me to the other thing. If you're in the Paso region, we do have in-person shows, and let me tell you about them. Busy week, so I'm gonna try and be quick with these announcements. But every Tuesday, we are downtown. Tomorrow we will finish a whole string of open mics that we've done at Mona Bar this month. Normally we jump around from between Mona and Rosewood. They are both on San Antonio Street, right next to the legendary Tap restaurant. If you've ever been downtown, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so tomorrow we will be at Mona Bar. Sign up starts at 8 p.m. Show starts at 9 p.m. It's kind of a late show. It's also what speaking of Kit, refers to as the Wild West because it's kind of an anything goes show. It's any genre, all genres, and we celebrate freedom, freedom of expression and creativity. It is the last show, the last bastion of comedy and comedians. And you guys kind of saw how that went recently, right? In the national stage with comedy, right? Anyway, yeah, you know how the national discourse is kind of in that, but we welcome everyone. Come through tomorrow. Try your hand at the mic if you've never done it. If you just want to hang out, it's also a cool spot to hang out. I really like it there. Thursday, we are going to be at Old Sheepdog Brewery. We are there the last Thursday of every month. It just so happens that the last Thursday is October 31st, Halloween. We are encouraging people to come out with their costumes, sign up and perform. I can tell you right off the bat that a lot of people are interested in this. I'm getting messages. People are telling me what they plan on wearing. So do expect a full list. And if you've ever been there early to sign up, you've seen the list fill up like that. Like 8 p.m. hits, there's a line, people are signing up, and then it's full. It's like 16 people just like that. So if you guys are interested, you can always message us on BWOMS and ask more questions. Friday, check it out. I'm almost done. Friday, we are gonna actually I also work at EPCC. I teach English there, but I also work with a project called Papagayo. If you are at Rio Grande campus, you may have been to one of our events already for extra credit or Tejano passport. Um, this Friday, we're going to be working with Campus Life and we're going to have an open mic. November 1st, but we're going to have an open mic where we're encouraging people to share their poetry, original poetry, cover poems. But we're encouraging people to bring spooky stuff. If you have scary stories, if you sign up, you will be entered for a raffle to win. I think there's some prizes. I think like a Bluetooth speaker, AirPods or AirTags. I can't remember, something like that. But that's going to be 11 to 1 during the day, Friday. So if you go to Rio Grande campus, come on through. It's free. Oh, I should have started with the best part. There's free pizza while supplies last, of course. Free pizza, some drinks, not those kind of drinks, but come on by. I will be there. Sign up, share some scary stories. If you don't have to be a student to attend it, so if you're just a member of the community and want to come share something, please come on through. In fact, I know that for our students who are very shy and who never perform, it's always kind of nice to see someone do it and realize it's not that bad. So anyway, that's Friday. Friday, we are also going to be in New Mexico, Sunland Park, New Mexico. So that is far. And it's a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. There's a light festival. And I should have pulled up the info earlier. My bad. But yeah, Friday is going to be a workshop. Something that we've been doing a lot more of lately is encouraging like kind of ekphrastic work. So work inspired by other art. So the at the Sunland Park Sports Complex, at 6 p.m. we're gonna have a workshop where you can check out the pieces that are available. It's a light festival and different mixed media essentially. And we're gonna check stuff out and encourage people to write. And then on Saturday at 7 p.m. we are actually gonna have an open mic. That's the light-based festival. I couldn't remember the name. It's the Rayanati Light Festival. And you can find all of this stuff posted on our social media, our Instagram. Okay, lastly, before we start, if you are here from EPCC and you want to get that Tejano passport credit, this is what you have to do. And I will post the instructions in the chat as well in case you miss it. One is just stick around for as long as you can. We got a pretty good list of performers from all over the world. Hopefully you get to catch everyone. I know that it's Monday. I know it's you have school in the morning, work in the morning, whatever, family. Stick around as long as you can. You can listen to it like a podcast even and just kind of just chill back, chill out a little bit. But yeah, after that, I want you to email me. I'm gonna leave my email actually in the live chat, but you can also look me up. I'm faculty at the college. You can just look up my name. Send me an email. What did you like about the show? Or like, what did you think about the show? Who did you enjoy hearing? Is there any like lines or specific poems that made you feel or think, feel anything, learn anything new? And hopefully just have fun. Here at the Open Mics, we encourage people to have open minds. So what's up, Sandy? We got Sandy in the house. Feathered Serpent Art and Media. Oh, that's a cool name. Hello, hello. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys have questions, lastly, participate in the live chat. I always love it when people are watching and they're in the live chat, like typing along and hanging out with us. I like to hang out in the live chat and respond to people. I'll give you shout outs throughout the night. So does Kit. I know a couple other people like to hang out. So anyway, that is a part of the show where you will hear me speak the most. Otherwise, I'll be introducing to our fine performers and letting them know where you can follow them online, support their work. But for now, let's go ahead and transition into the show. And we're going to kick things off as we've done many, many times before. It would not be an open mic without our very own mic. That's right. Beat Poet Laureate of Colorado. Let's welcome Mike Sindler. What's up, man?
Hey, good to see you, Richie. Really appreciate what you had to say there about bad humor. Is when humor punches down, it's not funny. And y'all out there on YouTube can't read our chat, but Kit put up freedom of expression includes freedom of response, which I thought was rather brilliant. And one great way to respond is with your vote because it matters, and make sure you vote all the way up and down the ballot. Um, I'm going to go ahead and put my little plug up here for Lighthouse Riders which is just a fantastic organization that has workshops and classes and events and community outreach, which actually isn't necessarily just limited to, our local community, but to community all around, as Richie talked about, this whole wonderful global community that we've developed. I'm going to read a new piece. Normally, I would probably read something Halloweeny, but I'm not going to this time. And it's about some trees. It's called Are Merrill and Chip Still Standing? Merrill, I planted you first, then placed the more diminutive Chip beside you. Your namesake was still alive while the other Chip had already withered before our eyes, before finally fading. Both honorees are now long gone, and I wonder if you both remain. I planted you two close together, twin Japanese maples with florid red, jagged edge leaves, somewhat similar to the illicit weed you raised in your basement grow space, much to the chagrin of your upright brother. I wanted you to grow conjoined. I wanted your roots to intertwine like fibrous fingers and ligneous hearts. I wanted your trunks to fuse into a singularity in constant communion until whatever time you fell as one. I have the name of the present homeowner who adopted you by accident when the spot where two human hearts split apart turned a financial transaction into a chance interaction with a pair of named trees quite anonymous as far as he's concerned. I want to ask him how you are, explain the story in full or abridged form, depending on how he seems to take it. I never shared your secret along with signature on page of solemn contract, never formally introduced you to him as might have been fitting leaving the way I did. Has he kept you standing? Has he left you to twist together, or has he chopped you down as Chip was felled before his crimson-tainted autumn was over? Did he lose you to disease or disaster in mimicry of eponymous personage? I wonder how he would react, contacted by a stranger from his past, asked how a pair of Alrosian trees are weathering the progressing seasons, how he would respond to a request for contemporary photographs. Will you still be the taller of the two? Will your branches still hold Chip up as your counterpart cared for his waning lover? No matter your unmonitored upsurge, transformation, and cogitated obscure fate, I am gratified to have embedded saplings. The human Merrill, having seen you on his single visit to our modest home, seemed pleased with the simple tribute, and that alone was more than enough to suggest my labor was a mitzvah. To receive news of your survival residing as memorial would be a joy to rival recollection of letting go the spade and stamping soil, then unfurling hose and giving you your first long drink of water on that low rolling hill above the Saluda River banks, connecting me back to roots of kin and temporary haven, growing across the sandy soil of time and the stretched terrain of endearment. And I'm not going to do any more of my stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put on the hat, and I want to do two song lyrics, both from songs by the Grateful Dead that Bill Lesh co-wrote. And as many people know, we lost Bill Lesh this past week. And so this really goes out for, all those deadheads everywhere whose hearts are a little broken at the very least. So the first one is Unbroken Chain. Blue light rain, whoa, unbroken chain, looking for familiar faces in an empty window pane, listening for the secret, searching for the sound, but I could only hear the preacher and the baying of his hounds. Willow sky, whoa, I walk and wonder why. They say, love your brother, but you will catch it when you try. Roll you down the line, boy, drop you for a loss, ride you out on a cold railroad and nail you to a cross. November and more as I wait for the score. They're telling me forgiveness is the key to every door. A slow winter day, a night like forever, sink like a stone, float like a feather. Lilac rain, unbroken chain, song of the sawhead owl, out on the mountain. It'll drive you insane listening to the winds howl. Unbroken chain of sorrow and pearls, unbroken chain of sky and sea, unbroken chain of the western wind, unbroken chain of you and me. And the next one is a song I consider to be one of the best the Dead ever did. It's called Box of Rain. And it was actually written with Phil's father in mind, who was passing away at this point, or had just passed. So, Box of Rain. Look out of any window, any morning, any evening, any day. Maybe the sun is shining, birds are winging, or rain is falling from a heavy sky. What do you want me to do? To do for you, to see you through? For this is all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk out of any doorway, feel your way like the day before. Maybe you'll find direction around some corner where it's been waiting to meet you. What do you want me to do? To watch for you while you're sleeping? Then please don't be surprised when you find me dreaming too. Look into any eyes you find by you. You can see clear through to another day. Maybe it's been seen before through other eyes on other days while going home. What do you want me to do? To do for you, to see you through? It's all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk into splintered sunlight, inch your way through dead dreams to another land. Maybe you're tired and broken. Your tongue is twisted with words half spoken and thoughts unclear. What do you want me to do? To do for you, to see you through? A box of rain will ease the pain, and love will see you through. Just a box of rain, wind and water. Believe it if you need it. If you don't, just pass it on. Sun and shower, wind and rain, in and out the window like a moth before a flame. And it's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe it if you need it, or leave it if you dare. It's just a box of rain, or ribbon for your hair. Such a long, long time to be gone, and a short time to be there. Fairly well, Lesh. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Mike Sindler, everyone. As always, shout out to Lighthouse Riders. Go check it out. If another great organization out in Colorado that you can check out, led by some of the best. Okay, we're gonna keep going. By the way, if you just got here, I posted directions in the live chat. You can check out. If you are on your computer or PC or tablet, you can check that way. If you're on mobile, you can probably watch this that way for the live chat. We're gonna go ahead and continue, and we're actually gonna come back to El Paso for our next performer. She's one of our awesome poets who we get to not only see online but in person. She's always got the coolest outfit, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her Halloween costume in that regard. No spoilers. Uh, but let's go ahead and welcome Master Gardener, Master Poet, Robin Schofield. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Richie. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody, or whatever day of the week it is for you future people, you people that are watching in the future. And yeah, I'm going to read some poems out of my book Flow because I have more autumn poems in there. And thanks for the photograph, Sandy. Sandy took this this awesome photograph of the river when it had water in it. And yeah, so I'm going to read some formal poems too. This one is called Almost a Guzzle in Cloudcroft. Late October, we eat venison roasted on the deck. The night it snows and the pipes are tested on the deck. Pine trees stand around in the steel wool wind. A mountain jay dresses down some kid on the deck. In an alpine meadow, swallowtails backstroke the purple aster. Canyon ridges I read from the deck. The Sacramentos, a nexus of trails where a shepherd dog named Lucky takes me, shuffled like a card in the deck. My notebook, fueled by waterfalls, fans the evening fire. The curly redhead loves the giants, batter on deck. I root for the Angels, and they win the World Series. Josh falls like a sailor, so drunk and mad on the deck. They're not even your team, he spat out at me before he went out to drink and be sad on the deck. I feel empathy for the young poets who drink to blackout, for I, Robin Schofield, was as bad, half dead on the deck. So that one has some rhymes in it, but they're all internal rhymes, and they occur before the repetitive phrase. All right, so that's how you do a guzzle. Oh yeah, now I'm going to read a sonnet. This one is called Grammar Borealis, Flow from the Black Range. The hawk is well versed in so many tenses, including the perfect. Gold wings convex against the sky have made a fringe of onyx as he utters above the mountains and fences his speeches to the whirlwind in sentences. The sunburst winds up in cloudy syntax. Then the shadow declines into the vortex, so the wind itself has to make inferences. I hike, I dip my feet into the Gila. Blank-breasted hawk, no pronoun betrays you, your thermal verb conjugated in blue. A clause under black pines, hot springs heal all, aching adverbs, algae spells out rust colors as winds still parse the passive voice of stars. Yeah, see what I did there? I rhymed Gila and heal all. And Yeah, first it went ABBA, ABBA. So that was a sonnet to the Hawks. The Hawks are back. And then apparently our warm weather is going to uh, go away by Wednesday. So here's a November poem or even a December poem. It's called Advent. Ravens are black plums that plummet over waxing pomegranate trees. Cottonwoods quilt the valley yellow, days dying early so people feel trapped. They can't drive over crowded bridges to burnished grapevines, throwing sparks at sunset. The dark comes on like a gully washer. We're 3 weeks short of when the sun turns and the creamy light pours back a little at a time. I feel repentant. St. John chaining the angels, but it's early yet. And then I do want to put in a plug for Tumble Words, because probably I wrote most of these poems at Tumble Words. A couple of them I wrote in Mexico in San Miguel de Allende. But Tumble Words meets every Saturday except on, I don't know, holy days or something. And it's 1 to 3 Mountain Time, Saturdays by Zoom. You can get in touch with Kit Wren. And we just had Raquel Mejia do her Day of the Dead workshop, which was awesome. So, and now I want to give a plug for the cover poem. I discovered a poem recently of Emily Dickinson's that I wasn't familiar with. And normally I don't approve of poems with the word heart in them, but I kind of like this one. It's number 960. The heart has narrow banks. It measures like the sea in mighty, unremitting base and blue monotony. Till hurricane bisect and as itself discerns its insufficient area, the heart convulsive learns that calm is but a wall of unattempted gauze. An instant's push demolishes, a questioning dissolves. So that's a pretty cool poem. That also has rhyme in it. More like A B A B. So that's my reading tonight. Thank you for listening. Back to you, Richie.
All right. Thank you, Robin. Appreciate it. And I'm going to say this again because we have a lot of people on YouTube right now. By the way, shout out to all you guys right now joining us. Kylene, the pirate Lazaret. Okay, you gotta tell me how to say that. I'm probably saying that wrong. Feathered Serpent Art and Media. Good to see you guys here hanging out with us. Yes, I've said this before. It's been a while, so I'm gonna say it again now. Because it's one of my favorite things I've heard someone say about another poet. My friend Roberto Santos, aka Rob Nice, was like, promoting when you had your book out, that you can teach a creative writing class with your book. And I think this little set too, like I was saying it here, you can learn so much just by listening to Robin's poems, from the form, messing around with form, and then even the cover poem with Emily Dickinson. That was super cool. So if you guys are interested in writing, creative writing, and just kind of getting more done, check out Tumblewords for sure, because you always have people come in with their own knowledge and cool takes on just to get you push you a little forward into some new writing, because that's what we want to do. All right, so let's go ahead and continue onward. Let me take a look at the list, and we're going to be traveling from EP El Paso to South Euclid, Ohio, where we have a poet laureate in the house. Once again, we got Doc Janning. Doc, happy Monday. Take it away when you're ready.
Thank you. In keeping with the general theme of this week being Samhain, I give you The Ghost's Kiss. A cool breeze filters through the old man's. I sense a warm presence. Hands touch lightly, gently on my shoulders. A kiss lingers on my cheek, and I feel the love she never knew. This was based on an actual event in my life. I was at a meeting in an old mansion where a young woman had passed away practically on the eve of her wedding, and nobody else wanted to recognize that she was there. They kept on saying that it was just a cold draft, and I said, I don't mind if she comes near me, and next thing I knew, okay, I am the mystic glow in a black cat's eyes, the rustle of leafy color beneath my feet, the shrieking cackle of autumn wind, the icy scent of winter in the air, flames in jack-o'-lanterns, and the thinning of the veil. I am Halloween. And I will finish with the place that's not a place. Across Stygian edge of ebon eldritch night, the old ones and elder gods live on nightmare ancient worlds, worlds which should not be, worlds of a deeper dark which flit among shadows of long dark suns and embered stars, dim remnants waiting extinction, entropy. Worlds of clawed and leathern wings and fang-tentacled outre beings in dimensions somewhere out of time and somewhere out of space. A universe of fear and pain and terror in that place. The place where villains are born and die. The place that's not a place. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it, Doc. Where can people find you and support your work online?
Well, right now I'm just have a presence on Facebook under my name, Doc Janning. And if people are interested in more interested in my poetry, I do have a book available. You can find it at your local bookstores. Well, you can order it through your local bookstores or through the usual suspects online. I will put the information into the chat.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Once again, if you're just getting here, welcome to our online mic. We have people signed up and joining us from all over the country, all over the world. And thanks to the magic of Zoom, we can just move around like that in a snap. In fact, we're going to go ahead and come back to El Paso for our next performer. It's always a treat when she gets to come by and share a little bit of her work. I know it's been a couple times now. Let's go ahead and welcome back to the stage, Kiwi. All right, let me get you on the screen here. What's up, Kiwi? How you doing? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thank you for having me. So I'm going to be sharing two pieces. One of them is mine and one is not mine. It's actually a little snippet of this book I'm reading for class, Jazz by Toni Morrison. I'm obsessed with it. So my first one that I will be performing is my own piece. It's called Ode to the Beaten Housewife. Inspired by a play that I read recently called House of Blue Leaves. I realize it's not you who is pushing me. It's my own love. that dips me in the deep end with open arms and a held breath. It's my own will that keeps me at your side to keep gasping for breath. I wet the rag in our kitchen that keeps slipping to the sink and getting soiled, trapped under all of those plates. I put soap on its skin and clean off every meal scrapped. The faucet keeps screaming at me. Why are you screaming at me? This is my own fault. At the table being spread, I fed you antlers of a man who you killed out of spite, out of hunger. You spilled your blood wine and joked of Christ. The plate was scorching hot under the liver that you kicked out of him. It's not you who pushes me closer to wanting to drown. It's the broom that swept off every hair of mine and every speck of dignity that my gaping heart contained. It was the loud sweep that triggered your insecurity, not mine. It was never about me. It was about the ego not being groomed and tied back in a ponytail when you whined about life. It was about the insomnia that kept you riddled at night and had to choke you pills until you blacked out. It was about the animals underneath our bed that kept scratching their cages and ripping the cushions into shreds. It was about the failed industry you thought was here to serve you, like the servant you tied from your belt. Knuckled, pressed down on my throat, pressed down at my hands, and count how many bruises it took to not see their form anymore. Count how many times you gotta feed the animals your own roadkill. How many? How many? How many will suffer from your love? How many signs will it take me to take the hit as hints to stop acting like you loved me, like I loved me, like I was just a caged animal and you're the zookeeper taming what the system taught you. Like the kitchen was just the slaughterhouse that you mistook as a living room for your deeds. Like the bedroom was just theater for the audience's entertainment of how many pills will that bitch take? Like the pool behind our house that keeps overflowing and doesn't exist. This didn't even exist. There's nothing between us. There's nothing to hold on to. Let me be the roadkill and rip me to shreds. Feed me to the animals under our bed. Let those tamed animals run free and kill me. Okay, and then I'll be reading the excerpt from Jazz by Toni Morrison. I'm crazy about this city. Daylight slants like a laser, cutting the buildings in half. In the top half, I see looking faces, and it's not easy to tell which are people, which the work of stonemasons. Below is shadow, where any blasé thing takes place. Clarinets and love-making, fists and the voices of sorrowful women. A city like this one makes me dream tall and feel in on things. Heck, it's the bright steel rocking above the shade below that desert. When I look over strips of green grass lining the river, at church steeples and into the cream and copper halls of apartment buildings, I'm strong. Alone, yes, but top-notch and indestructible, like the city in 1926 when all the wars are over and there will never be another one. The people down there in the shadow are happy about that. At last, everything's ahead. The smart ones say so. and people listening to them and reading what they write agree. Here comes the new. Look out. There goes the sad stuff, the bad stuff, the things nobody could help stuff, the way everybody was then and there. Forget that. History is over, you all, and everything's ahead at last. So, I have a blog. It's called Kiwi Corner, Kiwi with a double I, corner and .wordpress.com. And also, on November 9th, there I will be recording in a studio with the Nitty Gritty open mic. You can find them in Instagram, and we'll be selling tickets soon. So, yes, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Check out Kiwi Corner. And if you got any links, oh, there's the awesome cat. Something that you YouTube viewers can't see are pictures that we have here on Zoom. So shout out to David who's here kind of hanging out behind the scenes with us also here for the Tano Passport program. All right, we got someone new at the gates. Let me see. Let them in. Hopefully, maybe it's just another student. I hope. Okay, cool. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Kiwi. Always great to come by whenever you can. We love to hear that. I love Toni Morrison. I'm a big fan of a commencement speech she gave in 2011 at Rutgers, and then she talks about that phrase, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And she talks about how we have to strive more than happiness, and she says instead it's that pursuit of meaningfulness, and I love that so much. I've incorporated it into some of my poems as well. Yeah, glad you're reading jazz, Jazz. Okay. Looking at the list, we did have a couple people who couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. But like I said, we're here every Monday, so if you sign up and can't make it, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully, you can join us the following week. But we do have another returning performer. It's kind of been a while. He's performed some music here before. He has the cover today. Also sticking around in El Paso, Texas. We've got Javi Gonzo back in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you again.
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, man. How's it going? How's everyone doing?
great.
Cool. So this is gonna be a cover of Arlo McKinley, man. It's Till the Hurting's Done, talking about Grateful Dead lyrics and all that. I relate a lot to sad music for some reason. Like happy music, I don't know, I can't do it, man. Like I find solace in like the happy, the sad stuff is like that's where it's at. So that's for this one. I took it out and not a lot of people have actually pulled it out, so I thought it'd be quite kind of cool to do that. So let's see.
Oh, wait, I don't think we're getting any guitar at all.
No?
No. Nah, I think you have the Zoom soft the you need to enable original sound. I don't know if you remember that from the last time.
All the acoustics, so I'll just bring that one up. Hold on, man. Sorry about that.
Well, while he does that really quick, I'm just gonna mention next up we have Kit, followed by Julian Matthews, and then Cassie. Oh, you need to tune that really quick. All right, we'll go really quick. If you weren't here at the beginning of the show, we do have a bunch of shows this week you guys can check out, including Tuesday at Mono Bar, Thursday at Old Sheepdog Brewery, Friday at EPCC during the day, 11 to 1 p.m. at the Little Temple over there at Rio Grande campus. Uh, Friday at the Sunland Park. I already forgot the name. It's in Sunland Park. It's posted on our page there at 6 p.m. writing workshop. And Saturday, the open mic based on the writing that you do there on that Friday. Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask Yvette if she's here for. extra credit. Anyway, thank you guys, everyone hanging out in the chat. Good to see you guys. We're here every Monday. So, next up, so once we get Javi back there on, don't forget to turn on original audio though. Okay, when you're working on this. We got Kit, Julian, Cassie, next three performers. So stick around for that. How you doing there, Javi? On the sound.
I got it, man. I think I got it. I don't know if you guys can hear it. The acoustic.
Go ahead and it's getting cut off still.
Oh, well, somebody else can go, and then I'll just figure it out real quick.
Yeah, yeah. Look it up. I think we had you do
A real
this
simple
last
fix,
time
though.
too.
Cool. All right. I think I remember. If you want to go with somebody else, and then I'll
Yeah,
come back.
well, all right, we'll get someone
All
up. Yeah. Cool. Thank you. We are no strangers to live tech checks. But we're gonna go ahead and switch it up. We're gonna come back. I mean, we're gonna stick around on Paso. Wow. Still on Paso round right now. You heard him chime in right now, Mr. Monday Night, and he will be hosting at Old Sheepdog this Thursday. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking so he can also announce stuff. Let's go ahead and welcome Kit Ren back to the mic.
All right. Thank you, Richie. No, I've been name dropped a lot tonight. Makes me feel good. I like being, a celebrity without any of the sort of pressure. I just get recognized by people, and that's enough. Yeah, gonna read a couple of newish ones that have a little bit of Halloween feel to them, just a little bit, because in one way or another, a lot of our Tubble words this month have had that sort of aspect to them. But from when we did with Joy Wright about loss, when Kit woke from his dream, the events of it relayed flatly sounded like a nightmare, but he woke up feeling pleasant. In the dream, he was in his childhood home. Kit was 19 and felt terribly sophisticated and wise saying childhood home when he was talking about 8 months ago. And he had been talking with his best friend David, who was covered in a shadow that did not match the kitchen's lighting. He said, "I don't feel good." And Kit had the buzz of real communication. It doesn't matter what your best friend says. It's good to hear from them. Even after that night, when he got the bad news, even after the funeral and the hurried remembrance by friends afterwards, the dreams continued. The buzz of sharing news, of real communication, continued in defiance of all of Kit's theories of the world. Another one. See, when they're in the notebook, they're not finished yet. We get to play around. That's one cool thing about the stay-at-home. I am proud of the skeletons in my closet. I am lucky to have a capacity for guilt. The skeletons confer with me. I ask, and they lend crucial advice. I fear most the man with no bones. He has no skeletons in his closet. He has no guilt, no triggers, no memory at all. You cannot catch him in a lie, although he often lies. But like a congressional witness, he cannot recall. With insides of mesh and cartilage, the man with no bones outflanks me to my left and to my right, taking every side against me. He loves every movie, unless I've seen it too. He loves every book, unless you've read it too. He ends every sentence with a declarative, "No bones about it," like a hack 60s sitcom character. Our moods and intents are murderous. We are sick of his shit. But how to strangle the man with no windpipe? How to cripple the man with no bones is a riddle beyond our keen. And for my cover tonight, Very interesting that Kiwi also went with prose for her portion of this, because I'm going to do the same thing. But I'm just going to read just two opening paragraphs to two of the best horror novels ever written by Shirley Jackson. These are books that you know, even if you haven't read them. But first, the opening paragraph to The Haunting of Hill House. No live organism can continue for long to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Even larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within. It had stood so for 80 years, and might stand for 80 more. Within, walls continued upright, bricks met neatly, floors were firm, and doors were sensibly shut. Silence lay steadily against the wood and stone of Hill House, and whatever walked there, walked alone. And another Shirley Jackson poem, my personal favorite, We Have Always Lived in the Castle. My name is Mary Catherine Blackwood. I am 18 years old and I live with my sister Constance. I have often thought that with any luck at all, I could have been born a werewolf because the two middle fingers on both my hands are the same length, but I have had to be content with what I had. I dislike washing myself and dogs and noise. I like my sister Constance and Richard Plantagenet and Amanita phallides, the death cup mushroom. Everyone else in my family is dead. But in happier news, actually, if you look at the recent postings of Old Sheepdog Brewery, our venue for this Thursday, there's a ghost. There's a scary ghost at Old Sheepdog Brewery. Maybe he'll show up on Thursday when we have our open mic, as we do the last Thursday of every month. Since we don't have prizes, we'll just say that costumes are encouraged, but please don't let me be the only one dressing up. I might even make some drastic changes to my appearance. Instant costume right there. Just snip, 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 snip. So that's coming. And then Saturday, Tumblewords, Tumbles Ever Onward, and it'll be me with basically I'm going to make everyone read an essay I found, and we're going to write about that essay because it's a really fun essay, and it will be called On the Outskirts of Utopia. And I'll be leading Tumblewords this Saturday. We meet on Zoom, just like this, easy enough. You can find me on Instagram at KitRenaway and get the code that way and join us every Saturday. Our only rule is that whatever you write, you have to share. We're a trustworthy group. But we have people of all different skill levels and experience levels, but nobody can't write. Nobody shouldn't write. Just come along and we'll see what we can do. And then the week after that, in honor of Veterans Day, it'll be Bill Sparks. And then the week after that, it'll be Sandy Hills, who's Senator Torres, excuse me, who is in the group chat with you right now, giving encouraging words to everyone. And they have a workshop planned around the works of Bob Dylan. And then 23rd, Michelle Menades, who comes to our live events pretty frequently and had a break with the people at NaNoWriMo and is going to get her own group off the ground. So the Fiction Crafters will come visit us November 23rd. That's about the next month of events I have. So I thank Richie for giving me this space. Thanks to the live setting to this place where I have announcements to make, and to all of you. And we'll hand it back to Richie.
All right, man. Crazy. I don't know if that was my internet. You were glitching out there a little bit at the end. At the very, very end, but that might have just been me on this end of things. Thank you, Kit. Hopefully you guys can join us this week. As you can see, there are a lot of events that you guys can attend. All right, we're gonna go ahead and try one more time with Javi, and again after Javi, we'll go and bring up Julian and Cassie. All right, let's go ahead and try that guitar, man.
Better?
Yes, there it is. All right, take it away, man.
Thank you. Everyone's talking, but no one is saying a thing. It was all that I knew how to do to help comfort the pain. With my drunken solution, at least for a moment, they're gone. I'm pretending that everything's fine, knowing damn well it's not. Still, I don't want no one to tell me what's right. I'll make up my own mind, my own mind tonight. The ghost that's still on me, I'll fight one by one till the hurting is done. I hide from anxiety, I never stay hidden for long. Learn to self-medicate and how to wait until the panic is gone. So I hide behind smiles, whatever else gets me through. I'm not knowing what's waiting for me or what I ought to do. Still, I don't want no one to tell me what's right. I'll make up my own mind, my own mind tonight. The ghost that's still on me, I'll fight one by one till the hurting is done. Don't want no one to tell us what's right. Gonna make up our own mind, own minds tonight. Cool. There you go. Thank you.
Man, I'm so glad we worked out that because that was
Dude, finally, you know, like it took a whole year, but we did it.
it's been a while, man. Yeah,
It has been a while,
your want to promote your social media because I think you just made a bunch of new fans.
Cool, man. Thanks, man. Hopefully, man. And if you guys ever need any cowboy boots, let me know, man, because that's what I do. So, got you guys. Belts, whatever, man. Music too.
Nice. It's a pretty good.
Me. All you guys did amazing too, by the way. So
For sure. Thank you, Javi. Come through whenever you can, man. I just posted your social media here in our chat. But
All right.
anything else you want to promote?
No, just pretty much that, man. My social media has everything. That's where I pretty much post everything just on Instagram, man. So
All right. All we
thank
need
you,
for you is to make it back out to one of our live shows, man.
dude. I'm there for sure. I got Tuesday and then Friday for sure.
All right, awesome, cool, man. Catch you later. I'm also gonna post the socials here on YouTube in the live chat for those of you who want to follow. All right, cool. We're gonna go and keep on going. Once again, thanks for joining us to our Monday night online open mic. We do this every Monday. We have been doing it every Monday since April of 2020. So if you want to see a little bit of our history, almost all of those videos, 200 plus at this point, are all on our YouTube channel. In addition to all the live shows that are archived, we have a bunch of content filmed at our live open mics, some rare podcasts, and just little moments here and there, little clips of performances, full on features, and a couple other things that I try and do around town to try and promote as best as I can. Writers, singer songwriters, and the like. Okay, let's go ahead and keep on going. In fact, we get to get international back to back. We got two international peeps, and it's always great when they come by. And there's always a lot of new shit going on. I love it. So first off, we're gonna drop by in Malaysia where we got Julian Matthews. Good to see you. Welcome back. When you're ready, go and take the mic.
Hi. Yeah. So just a note here that 999 is the emergency number in my country and a number of other countries. This is about a trigger warning about trauma. The gambler. You throw in your depression and I up the ante, raise you my trauma. I bet my trauma can beat your trauma any day. You see me, but hold your cards close to your chest, regretting perhaps that now you have to reveal more than you had planned, just to win this hand. The night is still naive, ungroomed, but the pot is bellied, ready to boil over. We thread on devil coals, hoping to come out on the other side with unbaked feet, unblemished, blameless, stainless, steely-eyed poker faces, never knowing when to fold, hold back, break even, or walk away. We rather play with fire than slow dance on eggshells, rather burn at the stake than endure this living hell. You lay down your hand, and I do too. You have three of a kind, nines, the emergency number, never dialed. I have a flush, all spades, heaps of the same unwanted attention, hoard hate, piles of regret. A pyrrhic wind, sort of, 'cause I dug deeper, where unburied bones, tampered flesh, still have reasons to weep, no reason to sleep. Thank you. The second one is called Canning. Canning, I didn't know, was a compound word usually used in old English poems of two words, like Whale Road, that was used in Beowulf, and Petal Fall, used by Frost. And more contemporary words would be like bookworm or pencil pusher. So this is a poem all comprised of as many kennings as I could find or think of. Blow off like an old kettle, steam, scream, wretched daydream, mouth open like a caviar, ready receiver, hollow wallower, lone alley barker, dog-eared lifer, cranky canker, cantankerous word wanker, grown-ass man gone bad, sad sack, windbag, grumpy gunny bagger, grave griever, insomnia, unsleeper, loser, reaper, nightlife, mourner, seedy, sower, loaded, late, bloomer, wallflower, reaper, needy fourth plinter, hot and cold spinner, dirty laundry unloader, clothespin clipper, drip dry tearer, chin downer, upper lip flipper, crown tipper, puddle cloaker, throw down choker, muse keeper, deep sinker, shallow faker, wishy washer, spooner ruiner, lesser trod, forker, unwoke poker stoker, slow burn ember flamer, twisted fire starter, lit wit, poetry twit, long, long way to go, so much unwrit. Thank you.
Thank you, Julian. Appreciate that. And as always, Julian does have a link tree we can support. I might have to replay that so I can pick up some of those cannings there. There's some interesting ones there. Let me see. Hold on. I am going to post the link for everyone if you want to follow here in the live chat. There it is. Cool. So check that out. Sweet. We're going to go ahead and continue with our journey throughout the world, and we're going to stop in Canada, Ontario, Canada, for our next performer. Because apparently Cassie's also got some new shit. We're really excited about it. So Cassie, when you're ready, go ahead and take it away. Good to hear from you. I'm gonna say good to see you. Happy Monday. When you're ready.
Hi everyone, I'm Richie.
Hey.
I'm here. All right, yeah, okay, so this is a very fresh poem. Which is nice. It's nice not to have to recycle things all the time. Because I haven't recycled too many things too many times yet, but a few times, and it's getting to feel like I can't do that all the time. All right, so this is called Golden Guest. It's funny how in the golden glow of early dawn, anything is possible, no matter the weight of the dreary night that hung before it. When those first orange rectangles grace the wall, promises of opportunity seep through the window pane, dance across the couch, and wrap around your soft silhouette, seeking absorption by tender things. They continue their reaching, pausing long enough to reflect off of even the most dismal pack of wine bottles residing on the coffee table in such a way that you almost romanticize their tendency to linger. And the air becomes lighter, more inviting, the hope a little stronger. And just outside the window, a robin builds a new nest, and would appear that warm UV hands make their best attempt to quietly usher out despair. The impending roar of doom dulls to a quiet hum. The existential hangover subdues, subtly rolling out with the fog as it clears. The dew lifts from the windows in order to let the golden rays through, so surely you too can let a little light in. Okay. So that is the one and only of mine that I'm going to read this evening. And then have a few covers here. Just got to make sure I have them up. Okay, so this first poem is called Canopy by Logan Fry. Time is physical. I have been cutting up these ropes a long time. I have been smearing my palm a long time. I have finished my screenplay. It's about, well, some contend foliage amounts time, some, and mood entirely. I have seen that tree. I have written that I've seen that tree. I feel fine. I take truth down easy now. I have a notebook. I list them in it. No distance forms your small and yellowy home but time. In it, an event unfolds, and if you'd like, visualize hands unfolding it, smooth, creases sure. I'm going to archive my voice now. Keep watching. I'll keep talking you through it. Okay. It's an odd poem. I've been finding a lot of unusual poems to read lately, so I'm kind of enjoying that. All right, so this is I have a couple more covers here. Just gonna change the order in which I read them. Okay, so this one is called Beeline by Serena Sullen. Everyone told us the thing about the bees. Everyone told us we'd move through it like sand, but no one said what sand moves like. The house, ours for the night, had a hole at its center large as a room. Only when I pulled back the curtain was the extent of the damage revealed to us. The colorful lengths gone to sustain the fiction more alarming than the cold. In my shoes there was an indefinite amount of sand, but an absolute number of grains. Everyone told us there was more than we could count, but you can count, and in fact, you must. Our grammar requires counting. We went out and stood on the precipice we call the coast. All right. And then I have one more cover poem here, which is titled What's Left is a Constellation by Jeremy Allen Hawkins. All right. What's left is a constellation you can see expanding across the ceiling, caught in the pull of different forces. Train, snow, swan, necklace, root, pond. A blast of winter spinning at its heart. Aphid, sex, island, olive, start, hum. The attraction between bodies slowly giving way until everything appears in retrograde or retreat. Life, dream, tropic, ox, study, day. And there is nothing to be done, not in the offices of prayer, not in the pose you find in workbooks. Slate, carnation, father, fall, breach, rag. You can only lie across your narrow bed and watch the satellites begin to burn, stars forming shapes you already knew, dimming as they near the ends of light. Please, always, gulf, river, guitar, wait. But you always see it there. Sorry, but you can still see, you can always see it there, the outline of what's left, as it keeps its word, a faint map to the other worlds you built once, when they were the only law, a faint map to the other worlds you once built, when the only law you loved was gravity, distant, wish, camera, purple, sun. All right, yes, those are my slightly unusual poems for this evening. Okay, yeah, so that's what I have poems. If you are curious to occasionally see some of my writing, I do infrequently share some stuff on Instagram at Relentless Intrigue. I also facilitate some online generative poetry workshops, also somewhat infrequently, but if you're curious to see some updates about those, they will come up on my Instagram. Okay, thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Cassie. Appreciate that. I totally got caught trying to hold on. Spotlight back. It's always hard when you guys don't have your cameras on because then the commands are different. Okay, there we are. Sorry, hold on. I got to finish a text that I was trying to. This is why I can't multitask. Okay. What's up, everyone? Again, thanks for hanging out with us today at this online mic. We are nearing the end of the list. Hold on, let me double check because sometimes people do sign up. No, I don't want to hear the score, man. All right, all right, all right. Uh, Other things are happening. Sorry. Let's go ahead and we got our homie in Washington, D.C. He's got jokes, he's got rhymes, but overall, he's just a great guy. Let's go and welcome Mr. Ed Poetastic to the mic. Ed, when you're ready, go and take it away. Let's made you co-host. You're muted.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Good. Sorry about that. Technology,
Battle
right?
clear.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sorry about that. All right, my name is Ed Potassi, the Film Fantastic. Please, in time you can join my rhyme. Fabio Sublime. I got 13 spooky jokes and 3 other poems. But first joke is, why don't mommies take time off? They're afraid to unwind. Why did a headless horseman go into business? He wanted to get ahead in life. What kind of music do mommies like listening to on Halloween? Rap music. Why don't mommies have friends? Because they're too wrapped up in themselves. What is white, black, and dead all over? A zombie trick-or-treating in a tuxedo. When do zombies finish trick-or-treating? When they're dead tired. Why should an angry witch take her broom trick-or-treating? She might fly off the handle. How do ghosts do their makeup before they go out trick-or-treating? They use vanishing cream. What do Italian ghosts have for dinner? Spaghetti. What did the mommy ghost said to the noisy young ghost who kept interrupting? Spook when you are spooking too. What do you call a Buddhist wolf? A werewolf. Why couldn't a skeleton cross the road? He didn't have any guts. And last but not least, how do you know if a vampire is sick? He's coughing. Hope everyone enjoyed those spooky jokes. Well, Halloween is on Thursday, so why not? Sorry. So why not show you a Halloween today? This is called The Mask Omen. I didn't choose the monster, but the monster chose me. This beautiful knife calls my name. I wear the mark of the bloodthirsty beast. I have no humanity or shame. I was a small boy who was ugly. Kids beat me without mercy. Nobody helped me willingly. I cried unworldly. They threw me to rivers without end. The water was going through my mouth and lungs. I yelled help, but I didn't have any friends. Oh, the deep salt water did suffocated and stung. I found this mask belonging to nowhere. The mask playfully sings. It promises to bear all my worries with care. The start of new beginnings. I packed in my backpack. I paid it no mind. Its words were blissful heart attacks. I was amazed by the signs. After school, the neighborhood bullies chased me. I was a deer in the headlights. Please, just leave me alone, please. I couldn't escape with all my might. They held me down. They deeply bruised my stomach and face. I looked like a mauled clown. My blood and tears smeared with unmerciful grace. They left. I gargled with sadness and pain. My backpack roared with ferocity. It roared words of crimson raid. It lured me with monstrosity and curiosity. It roared. Tomorrow you won't suffer no more sorrow. I smiled with a crooked smile of glee. It says their punishment will be agonizing and slow. Thank you, my angel, who will save me. Day after, there is nothing new. Bullies chase without end. There are high heaters at the zoo. I heard someone says, "Put me on, my terrified little friend." I put on the mask. I felt so many screams and whispers. It happened so fast. Their bodies were completely timber. I took off my mask. They were bloody, lifeless dolls. They completed its task. Wait, was I the cause? I bopped up a storm. They were butchered without remorse. The mask made me transform. The mask drifted off course. The next day, I saw a few guys chase a woman. They had snake eyes. She, she screamed for help throughout the land. Nobody came. Why, I'm not surprised. I followed him to a vacant alleyway. I put on the mask. I watched blood fly and bodies decay. It was a start, but it didn't last. I killed them, me and my crimson hands. I made these beasts fall. My mask, I truly understand. I tried to comfort the woman, but she slapped me. She had the same hate as the bullies. I was the monster of her misery. I will help to set her free. I put a mask on again. I hugged her close and tight. I just wanted the screams to end. It felt wrong, but it felt so right. I ran covered with blood and perfume, my body nestled away in the darkness. I was showered with the light from the moon. I was consumed by a demonic animalistic bliss. You want to know my name? Here's a hint. Happy Halloween. Killing's my merry game. Would you be the next prey for my crime scenes? All right, hope everyone enjoyed that. All right, I got another poem. This is called Green-Eyed Monster. I'm a monster, but I'm timid, not monstrous. I clench only roses, daisies, and violets in my fists. I know it looks sickly green, unhumanly tall, and simply dubious. I don't eat people, but mainly vegetables and fish. How did I came to be in my how did I came to be in my spontaneous misery? Hers alive! Then my body felt jittery. Moving my body was slippery and trickery. Only mumbles and grunts were my delivery. My whole body's made from the dead. Yes, hear what I said. I still feel their memories and emotions inside my head. I hear cries, laughs, curses, and moans when I go to bed. My memories are pieces flowing to my mind, the mementos of the dead that are not left behind. Our lives, fates, and destinies, even our bodies are entwined. I'm their mumbling, stumbling, unholy guide. I'm Frankenstein. No, my golly father is. No, it's not joy divine. It's not my name, but his. It's his name, not mine. I'm no name, and he's the science whiz. I asked my father, what was my purpose? He started showing me complex notes. He simply says, I'm an experiment he wants to promote. He said, out of all his failed experiments, he loved me the most. Father did make me a feminine undead lover. I adore our tender modes with each other. A new shade of warmth for this grotesque monster. After her death, I still suffer from a pain I can't recover. At a move of rage, I broke out of my cage. I stumbled to a vivid and green stage, a new lively and vibrant page. The fluffy creatures and tiny dots were strange. I met a little girl by the pond. Her dress was colorful with hair so blonde. She stared at me, curious and odd. A new beginning of our strange bond. She laughed and gave me a tiny little flower, the fragrant scent with a warm shower on her friendly green unique tower. It was nice experiencing something so sweet, then sour. Heard a voice. She smiled and waved at me. She said, "See you again when I'm free. I'll stay here, resting underneath the tree. It will be me with the plants, animals, and bumblebees." I woke up. There she was, my dearest friend. We're going to have fun over again. Let's play tag, hide and seek, or pretend. A loud scream transcended. A man screamed, "Honey, get away from that thing." His silver tongue did hurt and sting. The sharp rocks started to fling. I left. His rage still ringed. I ran to a abandoned house. I was quiet, dainty church mouse. I had my doubts when I heard shouts. They kept me in while I wanted out. They hold pitchforks high with fire in their eyes. They howl the empty smoke, dark, smoky sky. They scream while their torches rose high. The flames burned everything, including my cries. Damn my large, enormous feet. I can never indulge in something sweet. I could never indulge, sorry. Damn my large, enormous feet. I can never be normal or discreet. I can never indulge in something sweet. Oh, fire bad! The raging, painful heat. My regrets spew from my blackened lungs. I'm the king inside the sun. The embers feast away my eyes and tongue. My body slowly becoming one with the crumbs. The painful flames are burning away at my crying flesh. Hope my blackened corpse gives you bright relief. The nameless monster responsible for your inner tormented mess. I love my short life, even it was chaotic, misunderstood, and brief. Thank you. Okay, we got last but not least, this is called the Anti-Twilight Zone. In a world where food and utility prices are high, where fossil fuels are ruling their skies, where they toss common sense aside, where they use guns to shoot when someone offers them a ride. In a world full of mini or big flashing screens, where they accept technology, but few strip their humanity, they slowly pollute their oceans and seas, where giving them likes or money fuels their sympathy. In a world where violence is on the rise, where a few make speeches but aren't so wise, where they wear strange outfits for a disguise, where they don't care about quality but size. In a world where a few of them act like sheep, where a few stop thinking but leap into the frozen creek, where they laugh at their wounds so painful and deep, or offer them support makes you a creep. In a world where the wealthy are jailed for enormous accusations, where they're avoiding the charges and traveling to unknown destinations, where they drink the sun and decadent wine on a vacation, where they blame it on miscommunication or misinformation. In a world where a snob could be a queen or king, where you show off your body, money, and sparkly rings, where it's cool to be a puppet on strings, where you look good but can't dance or sing. In a world where they judge you by your race or skin, where only bullets and pleas transcends, only crooked cops ascend, where life from within reaches unforeseen end. In a world where there's a huge epidemics are in the past, where they refuse to wear a mask, where you should respect but not ask, where it's much more popular to be in a portable flask. In a world where it's cool to be dumb but not smart, where completely nothing can be sold from equivalent art, where you could be sweet but it comes off tart, where it's about conflicting nonsense but not from the heart. In a world where you travel to oceans or space, where they want to win the political race, where they can change everything, including their face, where they chase and chase to find their place. In a world, hold up, this isn't fantasy, but reality. Please forgive me of offering virtuality to your morality. It's not brutality of your commodity. It's to give liberty in your dimensionality. Thank you.
All right, Ed. Appreciate that. Oh, what a splendid set. Like your voice dynamics are so great. Like you got to do some voice acting for real, for real. After listening to all those changes there, you got a great range. How can people who are just hearing you follow and support you online?
Sure. But I have to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, you can follow me by supporting this wonderful mic online that makes our Monday night such a divine in the wonderful, fantastic spotlight. Please forgive me for my rhymes, but but my Facebook is Eddie Foreman and my IG is Eddie Foreman 92. And remember, if the mic's right, I'll be there to share my fantastic insight. If you send me a quest, you take yes. The answer is yes. Hope everyone stay healthy, safe, and blessed. Now start spewing one words inside your chest. Now start being, feeling, and doing your best. And please remember that you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow and never ever stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. Oh, I love this show. Woo! And happy Halloween.
All right. Awesome, Ed. Appreciate that. Love the set. You know, when you put on that mask, it immediately took me to, I think it was last year when your your laptop fell or your table
Uh,
fell. And we all thought it was part of the set, you know, and you could have let us believe that to this day, but you're
it
like,
could be a
no, that was
spooky
something.
ghost.
Exactly. Alrighty then. Thank you, Ed, as always, for the jokes, the rhymes, the good times, and the great set. All right. Looking at the list, no one else has signed up yet, so we're gonna go ahead and bring up the closer. Never mind. I don't want to think about baseball right now. Anyway, El Paso, what's up? We got a local. He's our version of a local cryptid. If you see him at a show, you know you are at the right show. So we got the one, the only Dan the man. Dan, what's up? Take it away when you're ready.
All right, right when you're on, right back at you. So, how's everybody doing tonight? And yes, according to Ed Potastic, yes, Halloween is this Thursday. Yep. So, hope you're liking a scare day or it's something with a flow. Very weird blow. But if you want to say you scared, bro. Think you can go with the flow? Yeah. Well, speaking of scared, well, you think it's like a paired? Well, not to be compared. Well, not even despaired somewhere elsewhere. Or even though it could be a nightmare, probably in the healthcare, but there's nowhere to be in a county fair. Like you scared, bro, and like how scared are you in the county fair? How or hair like in the Halloween fair. Yep. And there's the Barkley Square here and there. And yeah, not all there, but there's zombies everywhere. Yep. So might want to call it Halloween. Well, gonna call it Saint Elf or Saint Halloween elsewhere. To be in between. Kind of like referencing the TV series Saint Elsewhere. Yeah. Okay. So. Well, so looks like you're scared in the wheelchair. Yeah, but even though you're not Smokey the Bear, there's a cocaine bear. Yeah. Oh well, so you better run because yeah, you're like nowhere to be everywhere, but not even a shred of hair and somewhere. So hopefully you're not, hopefully in your Halloween you may be squared, but still scare. Like in so it's here and there. There's just been just ghosts in the air. Yeah. Okay. Oh well, I guess that wraps it up. So not even a tune up or how they hold up. Hmm. Yep. So all right, guys. Just like I said, for the queen. Not if we need a queen of Halloween, or maybe you like to be seen in Halloween. Well, hope you're not be scared, bro, in Halloween. So, all right, y'all are safe and happy HALLOWWEN spell Halloween. All right, you guys. For those of you who got my candygrams, you're very welcome. All right, guys. Y'all have a safe and happy Halloween. I'll see you next Monday, the day before the election, which I guess we'll have to wait and see. Here goes nothing. Okay. All right, Richie. I know kind of like a Halloween night, but let's challenge the ghosts into a fight. Hopefully, we punch their outs in the light. So let's go ahead and call it a night. And just 4 days before Halloween night.
All right. All right, then. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Always coming through with some interesting rhymes as well, man. Love to see someone punch a ghost. That sounds comical. All right. Would there be a holy ghost after that? Do you punch a hole through? Never mind. All right. Bad jokes. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us on this Monday. We'll be back next. So if you guys want to sign up in the future, follow us on social media. If you haven't had a chance, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. I create the video for the live stream like the day before, and you can follow us on Linktree, Facebook, Instagram. Hope to see some of you guys at our events this week. Oh, okay, I'm just looking at stuff right here. Okay, maybe we can get you on next week. Pirate Laws. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Feathered Serpent Art and Media. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, come through next Monday. Thanks to everyone who read today, who signed up and who hung out with us. Again, if you are here as an EPCC student, directions are in the live chat on how to get that Tejano passport credit. And even if you're watching the replay, I guess you can also follow those instructions. Either way, hopefully having a great week. Happy Monday for the online mic. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Have a great week. Peace.